Oh boy.
Happy Rumble.
Happy? What's happy about this Rumble besides our predictions?
Your predictions.
Don't spoil it. I was trying not to spoil it. Ah, now everyone knows.
I look like I got hit by a train, and I sort of feel like I got hit by a train.
Do you?
Anyways, welcome to the Pinfall Podcast. I forgot about this part. Welcome to the Pinfall Podcast. I'm your host, Liz. I'm joined as always by my co-host, Marcus. I'm drinking.
Okay. How many glasses do you have?
How many, are you asking me how many drinks I have right now?
Yeah.
I got 5 drinks on the table.
More than normal.
Actually, to be fair, I brought this in here, and this is empty. I just forgot to throw it out on my way from the kitchen. Sorry, I've got 4. And one I'm not drinking because that's just a Red Bull that's been sitting on my desk for months. So of the drinks I'm drinking, I've got a water, a half-finished PBR, and this fun alcoholic beverage.
And all I've got is a PBR and an empty bottle of water. But you seem drained. You want to skip the podcast? Or are you going to be alive?
Yeah. No, I'm done.
Okay. So,
no, I'm good.
Yes, bye.
Let's talk about wrestling.
Oh.
Let's talk about some wrestling.
Yep, so this was the Royal Rumble. And it sucked.
This was bad.
They somehow turned the best pay-per-view in the world and made it shitty. Like this was really bad.
This was not good. This was objectively like a really bad pay-per-view.
I didn't think they could make the Royal Rumble bad, but yet here we are. I didn't think they could make it worse than day one.
I would even be willing to overlook the Rumbles themselves. Mm-hmm. I know that's like the whole point of like the pay-per-view, but I'm willing to overlook it.
Yeah.
But even then, there was one match that I think was good.
There were 2 matches that actually had a finish.
2 matches that were good, I think.
I wouldn't say good. I'd say decent. Half decent.
Okay. One match that was good.
Yeah. But was that one good match, did that have a clean finish? Because we might be thinking of different matches.
I'm going to come out and say it. The Roman and Seth match I thought was good.
Oh, okay. I thought that one was pretty good. I was thinking Brock and Bobby. I thought that was good. You walked out like
that was all right.
3/4 of the way through.
I was making you cinnamon buns.
You didn't have to.
And yet I did it.
You knew the Royal Rumble was happening. And you missed the whole finish. You missed Roman coming in.
Yeah, that's why I've got it in my notes that I need you to tell me what the finish was.
Okay. So let's go over our predictions first. So if you're not familiar with the Pinfall Podcast predictions, we make predictions on every outcome of every match, or every match outcome. So and for every incorrect prediction, we have to do a dab of hot sauce. And I've got some red habanero spice, and some flamin' hot Cool Ranch Doritos. So it's gonna be hot on top of hot. Told you guys I had something special planned.
I have the same Doritos, and I've got this habanero hot sauce from Siete, which I really like. They have really good
chips.
Well, they're good chips. Yeah, I think that their nacho cheese ones are really good. I didn't really like the Cool Ranch ones that they had.
And so,
but they're grain free, so like if you can't eat, or gluten free, I think.
And so we do a dab of hot sauce for every incorrect prediction when we get to that match. And whoever has the most correct predictions is crowned the Pinfall Podcast Prediction Champion. And after day one, which one of us is reigning champion? You? Me? Me? Okay. Right. Okay, I remember what I made you do. And whoever is crowned the champion must deal out a punishment to the loser. And the punishment can be anything. So, without further ado, let's go over the predictions. Not in too much detail. We'll go over the details once we get to those matches. But, Liz, how did you do in the predictions? Or do you need me to tell you how you did?
I think I got 2 right. Technically, I got the bonus one right too, but that didn't matter.
You got 1, 2. Yeah, you got 2 right. No, wait, you got 3 right. 1, 2. Yeah, you got 3 right. And you got 3 wrong. I got 4 right and 2 wrong. So I am still your reigning, defending, undisputed Pinfall Podcast Prediction Champion of the world, Mark Cameron. And so I have to do 2 dabs of hot sauce, you have to do 3. We'll go over which predictions we got wrong and right once we get to those matches. But your punishment is, so the Royal Rumble, it's all about wrestlers and highlighting wrestlers. Well, for day one, I went over some matches with you and had you pick out the opponent of some wrestlers. Well, today I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but you're gonna tell me their tag partner. This is only for this year. All the matches that have happened this year. So, for example, should be, but we'll see. So, for example, I'll say to you, Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown for the SmackDown title, January 5th, 2022.
Okay.
And you'll tell me his tag partner. If you get it right,
Robert
good
Roode.
job. If you get it wrong, you have to take a dab of hot sauce.
It's Robert Roode, right?
It would be in this hypothetical situation.
Okay.
You
know what's great, by the way?
What's that?
When I inevitably take this off because it's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
I have another head.
Good job. All right, so all right. Actually, I'm gonna do both 2021 and 2022 because I don't think there's that many matches I can really pick from in this year so far. I know, I'm so mean.
You are.
So I'm not doing news today. So you want to jump into? I'm gonna do that with every match we get to. So you want to jump into the matches?
Yeah.
All right. So the first match, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. We start off immediately with that match, and we found out why. So I got this wrong. You got this right. For some reason, Seth won by DQ. So barely.
Yeah. Jesus. Sorry, hang on. I'm like incapable of scrolling. Christ alive. I scrolled through all my notes and there's a lot of notes for the Rumble.
This is a bright.
Nothing of significant value.
Look how bright this
Oh my god, is that the color of that? Yeah. That's vile. So for the record, Mark bought this hot sauce yesterday, and we were trying it out.
Oh God, I'm so glad I only
Mark's
going to
be in pain for a lot of this.
I'm so.
Mark's not good with hot sauce. I, on the other hand, was fine. I didn't bat an eyelash.
Oh God, I'm glad I only.
It's because I'm talented.
Oh, this is gonna burn. I don't have water to wash it down. I just have beer.
Wait, let me.
All right. Oh, you're getting a taste of the chip itself. All right. So, for your punishment. There we go. That's the word. Your first, I'm gonna give you three questions each match. So your first one. On AEW Dynamite, October 6th, 2021, it was the Super Elite versus Christian Cage, Jurassic Express, and one other person. Who was that person?
Who the fuck is... So the Super Elite is Adam the Bucks.
Adam the Bucks, Kenny. Mm-hmm. Adam the Bucks and Kenny.
Oh. Kenny wrestled a match recently?
It's October 2021.
In December? October.
Yeah.
Was it Hanger?
No.
Ah.
Take a dab. It was Bryan Danielson. All right, so let's try and pick one from this year. It might be a bit tougher. Let's see. Could just be like, who's fucking Josh Briggs's partner?
I can't do this. I have to get my salsa. This hot sauce isn't anything.
Oh, okay.
I want it to hurt.
You said your salsa would be too complicated. Whatever that means. And while Liz is doing that, I'm gonna look for another match for her. Okay, this one seems doable. Oh boy. It's a Royal Rumble, huh? Yeah. Oh, Liz is back.
All right.
So you took your dab. All right. So
yes.
On AEW Rampage, January 7th, 2022.
Okay.
Ruby Soho teamed up with who against Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter?
Riho?
Yes. All right, and
what are you doing over there?
Your last one of this thing of this match. At Extreme Rules, September 26th, 2021. The New Day, all three members, faced AJ Styles, Omos, and what third wrestler?
When was this?
September 26th, 2021. Extreme Rules. Who was that third team member? You don't know?
I don't think so.
It was Bobby Lashley.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Because I think it was when Bobby was champion, or Big E was champion, one of those two, and the other was vying for the title. And then you add the rest of the New Day after the tag titles. All right, so that's that for this match. So Liz, let's talk about Roman versus Seth. Yeah. After you take your dab, of course. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right, what's up? I just want everyone to know, if you ever have the chance to have this, it's Xochitl habanero salsa. She's a spicy bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So let's begin. For starters, Roman Reigns is having a normal day. Roman Reigns gets to the ring. Roman Reigns has his walkout music and he's standing there. And then Seth's walkout music hits. But instead of burn it down, what the fuck do we hear?
Sierra.
Besides
Hotel. India. Whatever E is. Ligma. Delta. Shield.
Yeah, so the Shield walkout plays. Seth Rollins comes out through the fucking crowd in his bulletproof vest. And Roman's face straight up. He's like got his head down and it lifts up. And you see him go.
With this moment right
like,
here,
man.
this whole show is off to a fiery start.
Yeah.
Like
man, I had hope.
Yeah, this was probably the best way this whole pay-per-view could have started, and then it just crashed and burned.
Yes, it did. So when we start, we get some jabs to the face of Roman and a sling blade, as well as an uppercut to Seth. Roman ends up getting his drive-by. And then we're ringside, we're having fun. And what do we get besides the shield bomb sending Roman through the announce desk? First thing, like right off the bat. Like, god damn it. Yeah. Then there's a boot to the face that stops a spear from Roman back in the ring. Seth buckle bombs Roman, hits him with the stomp, does not get the pin. Roman ends up clotheslining Seth and starts yelling at him and says, like, you're gonna shit on everything we did, you're laughing at me. And I said, oh my god, I love when sweaty men yell at each other. Seth ends up getting Roman into a triangle submission hold, but Roman picks him up, power bombs him. Rollins gets sent shoulder first into the post. There's a Superman punch to Seth and then a spear. Then Roman goes for another spear right into a fucking pedigree.
That was sick. That was so
sick
fucking cool.
Eventually Roman does, he gets another spear on Seth, hits him with the guillotine, and does not let go. And Seth makes his way to the ropes. Boy, howdy does he make his way. And he, with the help of Charles Robinson, reaches the ropes. Because Charles lifts his hands up and is like, oh, is he out? And drops it and it falls around the rope. And I was like, Charles, what are you doing, bud? And then Roman doesn't let go. And he keeps holding on. And Charles finishes counting. And he keeps holding on. And then he DQs the match.
Charles
So
Robinson.
Seth technically wins, but
Seth on Monday is gonna be like, that ref fucked on me.
Seth eventually is released. But Roman gets a chair and does what Roman needs to do, which is slap Seth repeatedly with a chair.
Just like how Seth did to Roman to break up the Shield.
Exactly. And they fell in very much the same exact way with that first chair shot, which I thought was...
When Seth was like bouncing on the ropes and like hanging there, that was the exact pose he did when he joined the Shield. So this match was full of story, full of callbacks. It was great. The finish...
It was beautiful.
The finish was here, neither here nor there.
The finish I didn't hate. I kind of like, I felt like I was like, oh, okay, fine. Like, I get it.
Yeah, like it's fine, but for the rest of the card, it was not great. I think if that had a solid, clean, or if any other match had a solid, clean finish, or if any of the Rumble matches were good, it would have made up for that match having that finish. But I think because the rest of the card was so mediocre, it's not lifted up at all. But yeah. So that match ended, and we got our women's battle royal. And I just want y'all to know, I got both of the Rumbles right. Ronda Rousey returned and won the Rumble. And as unfortunate as that is, I won the prediction. Liz predicted, you predicted Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and who?
Liv,
okay. Honestly, personally, I would have loved to see Charlotte win that. Because, you know, could always chalk Ronda losing to ring rust. And Charlotte's a champion, so why wouldn't she win? But no,
yeah,
Ronda won. So take your dab, and I'll give you some questions. Let's see if I can find a good one. All right, let me do this. Oh no, that's such an easy one. Oh, it's 2021. That's why that's on there. I can't do any of the ones from Takataichi Mania because a lot of those you wouldn't get at all, just because you don't know the people. See. Let's see. I gotta have these more ready when you're doing the matches. All right, I'm gonna give you an easy one. I'll give you an easy one right now. So, it's the pre-show of day 1, January 1st, 2022. Who teamed up with Cesaro against Ridge Holland and Sheamus?
Ricochet.
Yes. Correct. All right, now. Okay. All right, so November 19th, 2021 on SmackDown. Who teamed up with Naomi against Shayna Baszler and Natalya?
Aaliyah?
Yes. Good job. All right. All right, last one for this match. November 15th, 2021. similar date. On Raw, who faced the Usos teaming with Big E? Facing the Usos in November, around a couple weeks before Thanksgiving.
Was it a tag team? Can you give me that?
It was the Usos versus Big E and somebody who's not in his stable.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Sorry, I misunderstood the question entirely. Was it Drew?
No. It was Riddle. So that is a dab for you. And let's start talking about the Women's Rumble. Such a fucking disappointing Rumble after last year's. Last year's was so amazing. I rewatched that yesterday. It still holds up. It's still so good. Except for Jerry Lawler's horrible commentary on a women's match.
What do we expect?
Yeah.
So Sasha was number 1. Melina was number 2. Sasha looked awesome. Melina looked awesome.
Yeah. Again, great start. Then it all fell flat.
Yeah. Sasha, in her very cute Sailor Moon gear, basically immediately eliminated Melina.
Yeah.
Like, right off the bat.
And Melina was so mad that she did the splits.
Don't fucking say the splits. The splits is not the term. That's not the term. It makes me fucking insane when I hear people say the splits. What the fuck are you talking? It's a split.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. It's just a little spicy.
Uh-huh. Is it?
It's a little spicy. I'm fine. Tamina was number 3. Sasha dropkicked her. ER'd her to keep her out of the ring. Eventually, Kelly came out as number 4. She choked Sasha over the ropes and got kicked out by Sasha in the process. Then Aaliyah comes out as number 5. Liv was number 6. Liv hits a backstabber into pushing Sasha against the ropes. Sasha ends up hitting the 3 Amigos to Aaliyah. Zelina comes out at number 7. Tamina nearly eliminates Sasha. Zelina finishes the job, which was shocking. That was a big shock right off the bat.
Yeah, Zelina like kind of cleaned house a little bit. Or did a lot more than she is booked normally.
Had any right to. Didn't do.
Yeah.
Bianca was number 8. Bianca knocked Tamina's head into the post pretty fucking hard. Dana comes out as number 9. Tamina and Zelina are like weirdly teaming up for whatever reason. There's a drop kick to the chest of Tamina from Dana. Michelle McCool comes out as number 10. Kind of hits like a style clash to Aaliyah. Then she sends Dana out. Sonya comes out. She's number 11. She's got her jacket on, though, so she is not entering the fucking ring. She just sits ringside for a while. Natalya comes in as number 12. Tamina saves Natalya because, friendship. But Tamina gets eliminated by Bianca. And then Cameron's number 13. And Sonya sees her entrance. And she gets in the ring. She immediately eliminates Cameron. Because if anybody doesn't remember, I don't know how you couldn't, unless you weren't watching. Cameron used to be the tag partner of Naomi.
If
I'm pretty sure they debuted together.
For those watching who don't know, I don't either. I didn't know before you told me.
Well, yeah, no, that's why I said you weren't watching, like, at the time that they were attacked. So they immediately nixed the Funkadactyls reunion that I was expecting. But Naomi was number 14. She came to Cameron's side, got in the ring, hit a leaping kick to the head of Sonya, eliminated her. Carmella comes out as number 15. At this point, it's just Liv, Bianca, Natty, Naomi, Zelina, Michelle McCool, Aaliyah, and Carmella. Carmella spends way too long standing at the announce desk talking to Corey Graves. Nobody fucking wants to hear it. At one point, Byron's like, why don't you just get in the match? And I said, Rhea is number 16. Rhea tosses Carmella into the ring. Zelina and Carmella attack her. Rhea sends both of them over the ropes, drop kicks them both off the apron. Charlotte's number 17. She looks hot as hell. It made me fucking furious. She eliminated Aaliyah, sort of eliminated Naomi, and then Sonya finished the job because Naomi was about to do like one of her little special moves, and Sonya pulled her out of the ring. And then Ivory comes out as number 18, which was a weird surprise entrant, but
yep.
Rhea eliminates her immediately.
Good.
And then we get Brie Bella as number 19. We get Mickey fucking coming out to Hardcore Country at number 20.
That was sick.
Fucking incredible.
That was so good.
She eliminates Michelle McCool. Alicia Fox comes out as number 21. Alicia Fox like fucking takes some bitches out for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
She looked incredible. She's like one of those wrestlers, like one of those like legends where like I don't think she takes a day off. I don't know what the fuck she does now, but she comes back for Rumbles and she does shit. And I'm like, how are you still able to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. No ring rust.
Yeah. Nikki Ash is number 22. Rhea calls her a piece of shit and then a little twat. And I was like, love it.
I heard twerp.
Either way, both are insulting in different special ways.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Rae is number 23, and fucking Natalya kind of goes at her, and then Charlotte just fucking tackles her. Because, like, Summer Rae takes out Natty, sort of, like, kind of, like, clocks her. And then she's, like, screaming and shit. And Charlotte just takes her down and goes...
And at that moment...
Because I fucking hate Summer Rae.
Charlotte should have won in that moment.
Oh, yeah. Natalya basically eliminates Summer Rae at that point. I think Charlotte ended up helping out. Nikki Bella is 24. She fakes Alicia out, eliminates her. Sarah Logan is 25. Who fucking cares about her? Bella Twins eliminated her almost immediately.
Sarah Logan.
And then Brie.
That was a shock.
She was kind of going for like a Max the Impaler look, but like not doing it well.
Yeah.
Brie, the Bella Twins eliminate her. Brie then eliminates Liv, and like she and Liv have like a moment, like, oh my god, right, squad. And I was like, yeah, where's the other one?
Yeah. Imagine Ruby Soho debut or returned for the Rumble.
Debuts.
Be sick.
Then Lita's number 26. Lita eliminated somebody. I think she eliminated Natalya. I think. Mighty Molly is 27. Nikki sidelines her.
Yeah.
Then eliminates her. Nikki. Somebody eliminates Nikki.
Rhea, I think, right?
I think Rhea eliminated Nikki Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Or ASH. And Brie then eliminated Nikki Bella. And I was like, Nikki and then Nikki. Shotzi's number 29. She precedes Brie getting eliminated by Ronda Rousey, who
you skipped over Ronda. Coming out.
I guess she was number 28. Whoops. Yeah. Sorry. No wonder I was having fun talking about these notes. Shayna's number 30. I didn't fucking care. We get Lita and Charlotte and Ronda and Bianca and Shayna and Rhea. There's a top rope Rana to Rhea. Charlotte eliminates Lita after Rhea puts her on the apron. Flair tries to eliminate Ronda and Rhea. She succeeds with Rhea, doesn't succeed with Ronda. Final four are Charlotte, Bianca, Shayna, and Ronda. And Charlotte eliminates Shayna and Bianca, only to be eliminated by Ronda. Ronda wins. Ronda's going to WrestleMania. Ronda's definitely challenging Charlotte at WrestleMania. Ronda's definitely winning at WrestleMania. I fucking hate the WWE and I hate watching all of their products.
No, I think Royal
Rumble is the one product. Royal Rumble is one product that I was like, this is my favorite thing. Like, this is my favorite thing that they do.
And one of the reasons
said,
one of the reasons it's so great is because like literally anybody can win, and you can have people lose in a way that they're still protected. It's very easy. Very easy. Like Brock Lesnar at the 2020 Rumble lost, but he lost because he was eliminated by 2 people. It's easy to protect someone. Charlotte should have gotten the win here. Protect Ronda. She trips over the ropes or something, some bullshit. But for some reason in both this and the men's Rumble, they didn't want like an extended singles match at the end, or even make any attention to a final 4. It sucks. Loses all any kind of climax that could have happened.
Yeah.
On the bright side though, there was no 24/7 title stuff.
Yeah, even Dana didn't like come out with the title, which was, I thought, kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess they don't have people chasing after Dana now.
Yeah, because none of the women fucking want it.
And apparently the men can't touch Dana. Men are allowed to touch women.
Yep.
Alright, so next up we had Becky Lynch versus Dewdrop. This match was just unfortunate. What happened to it? The sign was on fire. The WrestleMania sign was on fire, and they had to kind of spare for time or stall for time. And yeah, the match suffered because of that. But we both predicted Becky Lynch would win, and we both got our way. So look at us.
Yeah. It is a shame, especially because this was like the one like concentrated women's match that we got.
Yeah.
I think this was poorly booked anyways. I think that they did heel versus heel really poorly here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame because like this is kind of like one of those things I've always wanted was like heel versus heel. I like when they do that. And I like there being kind of an in-betweener thing, which I think they're doing with Roman right now. He seems very in-betweeny.
I would say not after the Bobby.
Not after today, but going into this match.
Right.
Going into this match, he felt very in-betweeny.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame that like the fucking, not to blame the sign, because the sign didn't do shit.
Yeah.
But not to blame the sign, but the fucking sun set on fire during the one concentrated women's match.
Yeah, I mean there were 2 women's matches, but
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Well, I said concentrated as in like singles.
Like they've had the sign not set on fire before. I don't know what the engineers did, but it set on fire twice today. So before we get into the match, I'm gonna give you your trivia, your punishments. So,
yeehaw.
At GCW's Die for This, January 1st, 2022, who, against the Briscoes, teamed up with Alex Zane?
Was it Blake Christian?
Yes, it was.
When was that?
That was January 1st, same day as day 1.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 21st. I was like, there's no way.
No.
Didn't move that slowly.
Okay. So, against Elias and Cedric Alexander.
Whomst and whomst?
Against Elias and Cedric Alexander. Who teamed up with Jackson Riker? This was on Raw, July 5th, 2021.
You think July matters anymore? In this, the year of our Lord 2022? God, I look like a fucking caveman with the way my hair is right now. In my furry pelt.
It also doesn't help that you said in the year 2021.
I said 2022.
Oh, whatever.
Who the fuck?
Who teamed up with Jackson Riker against Elias and Cedric Alexander?
Was it? Oh no. Bobby Lashley?
No. It was R-Truth.
Oh. All right. Give me a second.
Let's see what others I can pick from. Give me some tag team matches. Give me some tag team matches. God. So many multi-man matches.
You can do multi-man matches. I already did a multi-man match.
The multi-man where the teams are predictable. Like the entirety of New Day and stuff like that.
Honestly, if you were like, who teamed with Big E against so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, I would not get the New Day.
So, I've got one.
Okay.
On Raw, December 13th, 2021. So just a month ago. Against the Dirty Dogs. Who teamed up with Damian Priest? Against the Dirty Dogs. On Raw. Damian Priest and who?
Kevin Owens?
No. It was Finn Balor.
Who?
Fergal Devitt. Prince Devitt.
Oh, that guy from Bullet Club.
Mid Carter.
Oh, yeah. He's never going to be a main eventer.
Mid Balor. Imagine a Finn Balor MJF feud. That'd fucking rock.
You know what? I'm gonna, once I make all the money that I just spent on Zack Sabre Jr. merch back, I'm gonna spend it all on Finn.
Yeah, just buy Finn.
Vince might sell him to me. Hang on. I wanna eat a chip, but I feel like I just got something in my eye.
Okay. So you only got one wrong that time, which is good. It's good. You're wrong. Oh, right. R-Truth, yeah. So we've got Dewdrop and Becky Lynch now. Very expected match. I don't know. Knowing Piper Niven, I expected this match to be a little more. A little better. But of course,
I forgot we hadn't talked about this match yet. So I was like, oh fuck, I've got to go eat a chip because I got the prediction wrong, but I didn't. So there's a headbutt to Becky, some forearms. Piper cannonballs into the stairs and lands on her head, kind of turning the tide a bit. And then the sign sets on fire. And everybody and their mother are looking over towards where the sign is.
Even Becky Lynch.
Even Becky Lynch, who has Piper in a headlock that lasts a very, very, very long time because Becky Lynch knows, A, the sign is on fire, and B, nobody's paying attention to her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's stalling her best. Like, what else is she gonna fucking do? Eventually, there's a slap across the face and a suplex to Becky, and then a powerbomb to Becky, and another cannonball. And then Becky ends up cannonballing onto Piper from the top rope. And if I could scroll, I would. We get a leg drop to the back of Piper's neck, and Piper kind of hits like a big ending, sort of. It doesn't matter. Becky goes up top. She hits a manhandle slam to Piper off the top rope, more or less, to win. Yeah, pretty short match.
Yeah,
pretty sad.
It's just unfortunate because I know these ladies could have pulled off a killer match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, that had to happen during this and not any other match. So then we have Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, and this match made me so unbelievably happy. I threw a pitch to God by picking Bobby Lashley to win this. And I thought to myself, you know what? They're going to have to put Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania together somehow. So they're probably going to have Bobby win. It was a pitch to God. A little pitch to God. And I nailed it. God hit a home run. And now Liz has to do a dab.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is not a good chip to do it on.
Had I not picked this match, or had I not picked Bobby, we would have tied. You would have won because you got the tiebreaker right. It was that pitch to God. Home run. Knocked a light too. Some fan in the parking lots getting hit by a ball. All right, so you ready for your matches?
I'm in significant pain right now.
Well, you know what? You wanted to go with that sauce, that salsa.
Baby, it's about the seasoning. It's about the spice. It's about the flavor.
There's no flavor.
I might go over to the CK hot sauce for 5 seconds just because it's like been in the fridge, so it's cold.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Running out of possible 2022 matches to do. God. I don't want to be too easy. Alright, I'm gonna see if you can get this one. Against the Briscoes at GCW's The World on GCW.
I'm not going to know the answer to this.
January 23rd, 2022 for the GCW Tag Team Championships. Against the Briscoes, who teamed with Nick Gage?
I have no fucking clue.
You don't know his name?
Oh, was it Tremont? Matt Tremont?
Yes, it was.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Dude, I'm fucking smart as hell. Damn.
I was relying on the fact that you would not remember his name.
I don't know why Tremont came to mind, but thank God it did. My mouth is on fucking fire right now.
All right, I got another one for you.
Okay.
On Impact, December 9th, 2021. Who teamed against Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywall? Who teamed with Mickie James against Deonna and Raywall?
Chris Sabin.
Yes, correct. All right. Let's see if I can stump you. Oh, okay. All right. So on Impact, November 18th, 2021. Facing against Johnny Swinger, Hernandez, and Falaba. Who teamed with Black Taurus and Crazy Steve?
Crazy Steve.
It was not Crazy Steve.
God. Chris Sabin.
No. It was the Demon.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. All right.
The Demon Finn Balor.
My stomach hurts really bad right now, too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's because I was eating this hot sauce or this salsa earlier, like a fucking asshole.
Well, you've got 2 matches left to worry about. And we've got Brock and Bobby right now. I mean, I shouldn't have liked this match at all, but I think I liked it just because I got it right. So, no, you go ahead.
Thank you. Some suplexes to Bobby, some suplexes to Brock. Baby boy Bobby's already bleeding. Guess he bit his lip on one of the suplexes, I think. There's some spears to Brock and then some suplexes to Bobby. A ref gets knocked out after. So Bobby gets the hurt lock on Brock. Brock gets out of that. Brock hits Bobby with an F5, but in the process of hitting him with the F5, he knocks out the ref. Ref isn't counting. Brock can't win. And then it falls apart. And this is where I wrote down, have Mark explain. So over to you, Marcus.
Yeah, so Brock hits an F5, knocks down the ref, Bobby's down. Brock goes for the pin, but it's not counted. And so he gets up, and suddenly he's speared out of nowhere by Roman Reigns. And while Brock is on the ground from the spear, Roman walks over to Paul Heyman. Paul looks very sheepish. And Roman holds out his hand, and Paul hands him the WWE Championship. And as we all know, as wrestling fans, the strongest object in all of professional wrestling, stronger than any finisher known to man, is a title belt. And Roman manages to hit Brock across the head with the belt. Another ref runs in, and Bobby crawls over, gets the pin, and becomes the new WWE champion. Roman walks out of the ring, and Paul holds up his hands that he had nothing to do with it, walks out with Roman. And now, Tribal Chief and his council, his wise man, are reunited.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I was not in the room for the finish, but I loved the finish.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but I love it. I definitely shouldn't like it. I did.
I didn't like the non-finish. I didn't like that. I guess I didn't like that a lot of the finishes were non-finishes tonight.
Yeah, had these matches just been on their own, they would have been good. They would have been perfectly fine. But because it's in a show full of other non-finishes or boring, lame matches, it made it a lot worse.
Yeah. I think I do like that there was some story progression with this particular match. And I guess maybe I just love it because Paul turned on Brock.
Yeah. Yeah, and now Brock is going to be the real babyface going into WrestleMania. But now he's a Royal Rumble winner. I don't know what they're gonna do on the way to WrestleMania. Probably give Brock another opponent. Who knows? But maybe Sami Zayn. Just have
Brock
Sami
will
Zayn
probably
feud
go
with
after
him.
Bobby again.
Maybe they could really. No. I don't think they could do that. Because who wins? Either Brock wins and becomes champion again, or Bobby wins and makes Brock look like a scrub before WrestleMania.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
Get the title off Damian. Reverse his stupid gimmick. Have him fight Bobby or Brock. Anyway. So up next we have Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. This match is okay. A little overbooked, but
This match, you got to take a dab, man. You got to take a dab.
I do have to take a dab. 'Cause I picked Miz and Maurice.
Joker.
Yeah.
There is something nice when like you've had a lot of hot sauce and you finally kind of like get that like just like lingering heat.
Mm-hmm.
Where like you're not in pain, it's just like there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you shut your mouth for just a little too long, it starts like building up and you're like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Ah. Oh. Oh God.
You gonna be okay?
It's so hot. It's always the hot sauces with like the shittiest labels that are the hottest.
Well, yeah, because they don't spend like a ton of money on their label.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like wine. Wine, like you can't like if you get a wine with a nice label or a nice bottle, that's how you know it's like kind of shitty wine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get like wine with just like the name of the vineyard and that's it, that's a good wine.
Yeah. All right, so let me give you some matches. Let's see. Oh, this one's tough. All right. All right, so from NJPW Power Struggle, November 6th, 2021. Who teamed with Ghetto and Jado against Tiger Mask, Tomoaki Hanma, and Togi Makabe?
Was it Tongaloa?
It was. Wow.
God. If I know one thing, it's NJPW. Because I remember watching that match and saying, "Oh my God, Tongaloa's got to babysit two old men today." Oh my God. That I did not expect to get.
All right, here's another one. Another New Japan one. Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. January 4th, 2022. So very recent. Who teamed with the Mega Coaches against Bullet Club?
Wait, repeat that one more time, sorry.
Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. January 4th, 2022. Who against Bullet Club teamed with the Mega Coaches?
Ooh, I bet that. Was it Robbie Eagles?
No. It was Hiroshi Tanahashi. So, Maybe you don't know New Japan so well.
Fuck off.
All right, one more. Let's see if we can get a good one. Let's see. Oh man, okay. All right. So, NXT, October 12th, 2021. Facing Indy Hartwell and Persia Parada. Who teamed with Amari Miller? October 12th, 2021, NXT. Teaming with Amari Miller.
There's only so many women.
I think this is pre 2.0. I think.
No.
No, it's not. Okay, yeah, I see Ivy Nile.
Amari Miller made her debut during 2.0.
Right.
I have no fucking clue.
You want to throw out a guess? Anyone?
Io?
Io?
I'm just assuming because Zoe wasn't around.
No. Saray.
Well,
You were close by picking a Joshi. Very close. All right, so Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. Again, just a fine match. I don't think this was pay-per-view worthy.
no, this was like Raw worthy.
Yeah, like maybe like Raw main event because you got Beth and Maurice fighting again. Edge fighting. As far as match quality, definitely not pay-per-view worthy.
So there's a tug of war over Maurice between The Miz and Beth Phoenix. Edge and Miz get in. We get some kicks to Edge's chest and then a DDT to The Miz after The Miz is distracted by Beth and Maurice tearing each other up. Then Beth and Maurice get in. There's a sidewalk slam, but Miz breaks the cover, pushes Maurice out of the ring. Beth says, hey, fuck it, I want The Miz. She drives Miz into the corner, beats on him for a little bit before Maurice comes in with her purse brick thing because the ref isn't paying attention. There's crossface on Beth from Maurice after Maurice is legal again. Maurice gets lifted up on Beth's shoulders and dropped. We get a double clothesline to one another. The crowd was not loving this, by the way. Like, the crowd was not into it at all. Mm-hmm. Which Beth Phoenix deserved better. And so did Maurice.
Yeah.
Beth takes Maurice off the apron. She lifts Miz up before he can take Edge off the top rope. There's a powerbomb to The Miz from Beth and a drop elbow to The Miz from Edge. Beth gets shoved into the steps. Edge wants the spear on The Miz, but Maurice distracts him while Miz cries about his knee to the ref. We get a Hurricane Rana to Edge and a DDT to Beth from Maurice. Miz gets his skull-crushing finale, but no pin. Beth ends up spearing Maurice. Then we get a double spear to The Miz from Beth and Edge. And then a double glam slam to The Miz and Maurice for Team Grit couple to win.
Yeah. It was kind of an overbooked mess. Not very great, but
no. Like I said, I wanted better for the two women, especially because this was like their return. This is like their big return. And on a big stage, the Rumble, no less.
Yeah.
And not only was it just kind of a lame match, But also the crowd was like not interested at all.
No. Nope. All right, so
Vince McMahon Googling tweeted, "Did that show fucking suck?" in all caps.
yeah, I saw that.
And Dakota Kai tweeted an hour ago, "I just need an opportunity. I want to make y'all proud of me." I'm going to fucking throw myself out the window. I'm going to end it all right here.
All right.
Anyways, sorry.
Finally, we have the Men's Royal Rumble, and you need to take a dab for this because you picked Charlotte. Oh, no. You picked Omos, Austin Theory, and Big E. I picked Omos, Austin Theory, and Brock Lesnar, the winner. And while you take your dab, I got some matches lined up. Final 3. Whenever you're ready.
Yes.
You need to take a dab.
I am trying to like kind of recollect myself for 5 seconds, please. I'm not going to be able to talk.
Okay.
It's like my nose is running.
Mm-hmm.
My nose is running, but like do you ever like when you eat spicy stuff, do you like find yourself competing between like breathing and not inhaling the spicy aura?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel right now. Anyways, let me shut the fuck up. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Marie said I came into this late, so the first time you said Liza had to dab, I thought you meant dab, like the arm gesture that TJP invented. No, unfortunately, we had to dab with every incorrect prediction of hot sauce on some flamin' hot Doritos. I've got one last one here, so I'm just gonna eat that.
The Doritos, sorry, I mute myself when I'm trying to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and then I start talking before I've unmuted myself like a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
The Doritos themselves are not that bad. For flaming hot, it doesn't hurt. There is apparently flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese though.
What?
I saw a picture of it on Tumblr today, and it is fire engine red, dude. The person tried it, and they said it tastes like I'm eating a poisonous dart frog. All right, go on.
So, your first match. On SmackDown, January 14th, 2022. So, just a couple weeks ago. For number 1 contender for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It was a fatal 4-way tag team match. Viking Raiders versus Jinder Mahal and Shanky versus Los Lotharios versus Cesaro and who?
Ricochet?
No. It was Mansoor.
Oh, I should have fucking known. Booger.
All right. Ready for your next one? Okay. Well, you mute yourself for some reason.
I don't want anyone to hear me chew.
I don't think they'll be able to hear you chew.
I don't even like being seen eating. All right. Hit me.
So, on Raw, October 11th, 2021, it was Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair and who?
On what show?
Raw.
Raw.
Charlotte Flair
When?
and who? October 11th, 2021.
Becky Lynch.
Correct.
Got him.
All right. And let's see. Yeah, I've got a final one lined up. I just want to make sure. I want to see if I can find a better one.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Not good.
Is it not?
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh.
You're not allowed to sneeze.
Oh no. I'll mute myself.
God, why are none of these mixed? Okay. All right. I got a good one. A while ago.
Oh fuck me. Okay.
AEW Dynamite on June 30th, 2021. Britt Baker and Rebel faced Nyla Rose and who? AEW Dynamite, June 30th.
Women in AEW, heels in AEW, female heels in AEW.
WWE.
Nyla Rose. She's a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this is your last one. You don't want to screw this up.
No, I don't, but I'm going to. Nyla Rose is a female wrestler for AEW, and she teamed with another female wrestler. The Bunny.
No.
Fuck!
It was Vicky Guerrero. Remember that? Vicky and Nyla teamed up. I can't tell if you're okay, you're not frozen. Yep.
Fuck me.
Alright, you want to get into the men's Royal Rumble? After you take your dab? After you're done looking at whatever you're looking at? I don't know what you
I'm
could
just
possibly
staring. I'm not looking at shit. I'm not looking at shit. I'm looking at my work laptop.
Over.
Feeling a little, you ever get like a little,
drunk?
Yeah, a little spice drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's how I felt.
I kind of like that feeling, honestly.
That's how I felt when I ate that entire pack of mango habanero wings from B-Dubs.
I kind of like it. Like, I kind of like the vibe. It's nice. But at the same time, I know that I'm going to fucking hate myself in about an hour. When my stomach finally catches up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Also because I haven't eaten a Dorito with, like, real... Last time I've had, like, a Dorito, it was, like, a sweet chili Dorito.
Mm-hmm.
One of those nice ones.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Those are. And they're vegan.
So, the men's Rumble. Pretty lame. Didn't, like, it had a pretty good start. You know, AJ, Shinsuke, Austin Theory, and Rude. And Ridge Holland, too. You know, and Montez Ford. It had a great start. Really great start. You had a great Final Four right there. But then it all kind of fell apart. It got pretty dumb, pretty boring. I mean, it didn't pick up again until Bad Bunny came out.
Okay. AJ is number 1. Shinsuke is number 2. Shinsuke deserves better from the WWE. I'm just going to say that now. I know a lot of people are like, he just wants to collect his check. Fuck you. He's a wrestler. I want to see him wrestle, dude. I'm so tired. Like, why does he even have the title? Anyways, no, not the point. Shinsuke also in all white. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved every second of it. I loved all of the, like, I like, women do it and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But men come out in all white and I'm like, oh my god? Who the fuck is that? Who do they think they are?
You're here to fucking murder and win. You're gonna walk away with all the pirate gold.
When did Pete come out in all white recently?
It was for Takeover in Your House, I think. It was the Fatal 5-Way for the NXT title.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember when Pete came out in all white, and I was like, what? Whore? Austin Theory is number 3. Robert Roode is number 4. I'm going to be honest with you guys all right now. I did not take many notes on this, like, besides who came out when. Because this is the most boring fucking Rumble I have ever fucking watched.
Yeah.
Green shirt guy was straight up on his phone for 90% of this match, and that's who I fucking judge my matches by.
He was not having fun through the entire second half of this whole show.
I love green shirt guy. He tries his best, my dude. And you know what the thing is that, like, you have to imagine that dude pays so much fucking money for those seeds.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not having fun, I'm sorry. And especially because, like, we've watched a lot of pay-per-views with green shirt guy where he's engaged in every single match.
Yeah.
And green shirt guy straight up was just on his phone. Like, I'm sorry. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Roode is eliminated by AJ. Still not over Glorious Domination being gone. Again, put that on this podcast.
We got a little TNA moment.
We did get a little TNA moment.
Yeah, Bobby Roode said to AJ, "It's been a long time." So good.
Yeah.
It's a shame it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
And then AJ. Sorry to interrupt. AJ and Shinsuke had a New Japan moment.
Nuge.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ eliminates Shinsuke though. Montez comes out as number 6. Damien comes out as number 7. Sammy comes out as number 8, and Knoxville comes out as number 9. Johnny makes some enemies left and right. We get from the heavens from Montez onto Knoxville. Sammy, however, eliminates Knoxville with a haluva. And then Styles eliminates Sammy. And I am being eliminated by Spice right now. Dawkins comes out as number 10. Omos comes out at number 11. Dawkins is sent out pretty much immediately by Omos, and the Montez is 2 after jumping into Omos's hand. Ricochet is out at number 12. Gable is number 13. Omos eliminates Damien, and then everyone tries to eliminate Omos. Dominic comes out at number 14. He's like, you know what, guys, let me just come in here and try to help out too. He attempts to eliminate Omos. It doesn't really help. It doesn't work until AJ gets a running start, and he helps topple Omos out. Corbin comes out at number 15. He just tosses Ricochet out. Dolph comes out at number 16. Corbin then eliminates Dominic. Theory gets eliminated by AJ. Sheamus gets eliminated. Sheamus comes out at number 17. Sorry. In this moment, Ridge Holland is eliminated instantly. I don't think I took a note that Ridge came out. Oh, yes, I did. But yeah, Ridge is eliminated. Sheamus is like, oh, I'm going to get them. I'm going to help you. I'm going to say, like, I'm going to make up for what happened here. Boogs comes out at 18. Boogs eliminates Gable. Madcap Moss comes out at 19. He and Corbin eliminate AJ. Riddle is 20. Boogs is eliminated by Corbin and Madcap Moss. Sheamus and Dolph. It's Sheamus and Dolph and Moss and Corbin and Riddle at this point, and Boogs, I believe. I think Boogs got eliminated at this point. Yeah, that was later. Oh my god.
You good?
The habanero is going to my brain, dude. Boogs is eliminated by Corbin Moss, which was the note I said right before this. Sheamus, Dolph, Moss, Corbin, and Riddle are the last that are in at this point. Drew is number 21. Drew, who was injured by Corbin and Moss, fractured part of his neck or something. I don't fucking know. Strained, I think, his neck or something.
Yeah.
But he's back. Thank fucking God. I miss the man. I don't give a fuck. I love him so much.
He's really good. He's been a key part of WWE, and he's been gone this whole
especially
time.
in the pandemic era.
Yeah.
He just clotheslines Riddle, gives a Glasgow kiss to Dolph because they both come running at him, and he's here. Corbin and Moss get eliminated by Drew. Kevin is 22. Ray is 23. Kofi is 24. Kofi, my sweet man. Kofi's up top. Kofi gets sent off and goes. And we're all set up for our big Kofi moment because Kofi flies off that top rope, grabs onto the barricade. But oh my God, his feet were on the ground for like a solid 2 minutes.
And they replayed it. Just
they could have lied. I wasn't fucking looking.
If the refs ruled like, nope, his feet didn't touch the floor, I would have been like, oh, I could have sworn I saw it, but maybe I'm wrong.
And who cares? It wasn't like Kofi was gonna win this fucking match.
Well, you never know. Maybe he was supposed to be the one to beat Brock.
Yeah, maybe. So Kofi's eliminated, and it's awful because like you can tell Kofi was ready for like his big like Kofi moment where he like jumps over shit and like does a handstand and gets back in the ring and like then probably gets eliminated 5 seconds, whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Otis comes out at 25, Biggie is 26, Bad Bunny is 27. He counters the stunner. He gets a flying head scissors off. He hits a Canadian destroyer. It's incredible. He eliminates Sheamus. Dolph, he eliminates Sheamus. He eliminates Dolph. He tries to eliminate Ray after Ray hits a 619. And he like after he tries to eliminate Ray, Ray's like standing there on the apron, and Bad Bunny's like, "Whoops." Then we get Ray eliminated by Otis, and then Shane O'Fucking-Mac is back, baby, at 28. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited because at this point, who fucking cares? Who fuck?
Should have been Elias.
Who?
Elias. He's not dead to me, damn it.
KO eliminates Shane. KO says, Shane, you're back, but not for very long. Randy comes out at 29. He eliminates Big E. He RKOs. There's an RKO from Riddle, I think, to Drew. Then there's some more RKOs here and there. Mm-hmm. And then it's Brock. And everybody gets eliminated. And then I walked out of the room because I knew exactly where it was going. And he eliminates Drew with, like, no fucking problem. And it's Brock wins the match. And then the fucking sign got set on fire again.
Yeah, the final was basically Drew avoids an F5, tries to go for a Claymore kick, but Brock dodges. And Brock gets Drew up on his shoulders and sends him out of the ring. That's it. Very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
They could have had a big showing, just made a huge thing of it because it's Brock and Drew. But they didn't. And they could have also set up for Brock and Drew feud to lead up to WrestleMania. You know? Give Brock some wins before the big match. But no. No. So, that's our recap. You want to talk about the bests of the night?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
I haven't changed the sign this far. I'm not fucking changing it now. It's
also been half cut off. There we go.
Our cat has been in the bedroom this entire time, by the way, with her face directly against the radiator.
Good for her. She's getting nice and warm.
She spent a solid 5 minutes sitting, not laying down, but sitting with her head hunched, looking under the radiator. So I have no there.
Maybe a toy under there.
I'm hoping it's nothing valuable.
Mm-hmm. All right, so best of the night. Let's start with match of the night. Oh God. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 choices: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Bad Bunny. I know who I want to pick.
Bad Bunny.
Oh, I was gonna pick Seth.
Oh, fine, Seth.
Mostly Seth because of that spear into a pedigree. Sick.
Oh, I mean, Seth in general, just for the fucking character acting that he did the entire time.
Yeah.
Seth, everything meant something.
Yeah. Seth killed it. He killed it. All right, and let's talk about match of the night. I feel like this is going to be torn just because of how many mediocre matches there were. But as always, we start from the worst and we go to the best. And then we'll talk about which one was the match of the night. So first off, with a 3 out of 10, the worst match of the night, the Women's Royal Rumble. This again, it's night and day from last year's. Last year's was one of the best Rumbles ever. This year's was dog shit.
Yep.
Next up, the 4 out of 10, Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. Again, very meh match. And yes, thank you, Miriam. If you have a question for our question segment, leave it in the chat now, and we'll get to it after the best of the night. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment, and we'll get to it in the next episode. If you're listening on Spotify, join us at twitch.tv/The Pinfall Podcast to chat with us live. All right. So, 4 out of 10. Next up, Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. Very mediocre match. Same with another 4 out of 10, Dewdrop versus Becky Lynch. This one, it could have been better. It definitely was supposed to have been better, but, trouble with the sign screwed all that up. Next up, with a 5 out of 10, Men's Royal Rumble. Had a couple decent moments, decent start, decent moment when Bad Bunny came in. That popped us real good. And then everything else was boring. Lackluster. Next up, 5 out of 10, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. I popped. Bobby winning. Pretty short match, though. Loved that Bobby actually got a Hurt Lock off. And, it was almost successful.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that Bobby wasn't, crushed up until Roman came, that puts Bobby in a really good position going forward. And finally, my pick for match of the night, it's probably yours too. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. And the Usos barred from ringside.
Yeah, of course.
It was incredible storytelling through and through. The finish, some people hate it, some people loved it. I'm indifferent towards it. Liz, I know you liked it. Yeah, it was a really wonderful match that had a lot of great moments. An incredible start, set the stage for the show, and then it's not this match's fault that the rest of the show sucked.
Yeah, I think that this match just shouldn't have been where it was, honestly. I know where it was. I know why it was where.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think, in terms of the caliber of the match, I think it should have been later.
I don't know.
God,
it
was a good one.
It was a really good one. But I like that this match opened the show because it's a DQ finish. And I don't know. I like that a DQ finish opened the show. And then from here on out, you get clean finishes, which we didn't get. We got one match, it wasn't a clean finish. Which was understandable that one wasn't clean. But it would have been a lot better if the rest of the matches were exciting. I've already mentioned this multiple times. But anyway. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins is our match of the night. And Seth is our wrestler of the night. So Liz, you want to answer some questions?
I'll answer a question.
Miriam asked, since the women's Rumble had a lot of legends in the mix, who are some male legends you wished had shown up in the men's Rumble? Kane.
I was shocked that Kane didn't, honestly. Because Kane's been in a record number of them.
Yeah. X-Pac.
X-Pac would have been great. Kevin Nash would have been great. Especially because it didn't seem like we cared about the Forbidden Door quite as much. I understood we weren't going to see any NJPW. That NJPW I just assumed because they're busy.
Yeah.
The ones that matter, I think the most and our most recognizable are busy. And AEW because obviously we're not going to see any AEW. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved the one I would have loved the most, honestly, would have been Chris Jericho. He has a good relationship with WWE.
Does he?
Yeah. Cause I mean, he was on the Stone Cold's show recently.
Oh, the Stone Cold's show.
Stone's Throw Away. And I feel like he would have been a great bridge for the Forbidden Door. Would have been great to see him. We know he's capable still. Maybe if they don't want to go so high profile, maybe like Dustin Rhodes or Billy Gunn
or Stardust.
If fucking Cody, the reason this show sucked was because it didn't have Cody Rhodes, aka Stardust. That's why the show sucked.
Yeah. I think Cody would have actually been a really funny entrant. I don't know. I think Rob Van Dam would have been cool.
Oh, he would have been very cool. He would have been.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels would have been awesome, especially because they're so hot on Shawn Michaels right now. Let him fucking wrestle
like
then.
He's an up and comer.
Yeah. I loved seeing that headline. I was like, yeah, he's a really cool guy, huh? But yeah, I think X-Pac, I think Rob Van Dam would have been cool. I think maybe borrowing somebody from Impact would have been cool. Even bringing back somebody that like had, and I'm sure it would have been questionable, but it doesn't really matter because they also released Mickie James. Bringing back somebody like Fandango, bringing back somebody like Breeze, somebody who's not quite working with like the competitor, you know?
If we're opening it up to not just legends, then
yeah,
Braun Strowman definitely 100%.
Sorry, I forgot that we were looking at legends.
I definitely think Braun Strowman should have been asked to come back for this. Just because this Royal Rumble also is missing on a lot of big people, large forces.
Well, I think I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it easily at this point, and I hope I can, because this was posted in this guy tweeted, "The Rumble works as a perfect encapsulation of why WWE isn't fun to follow. Lots of wrestlers I really like. Nobody gives a single shit. They're all mid-carders that nobody cares about, and it sucks." That was Golazo Dan. Galazzo Dan? I don't know. Anyways, not the point. Sort of the point. But, they do such a shitty job of like, because it's either you're Brock or you're Bobby or you're just some schmuck.
Or you're Bad Bunny.
And Johnny Knoxville, I guess. Or you're just some schmuck that like we're kind of told they don't fucking matter. Why the fuck would you care about them?
Yeah, no one had a good
so, like, why do we fucking care about them? Even Randy wasn't exciting to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, Drew was exciting, I guess, in a way, like in the oh my god, Drew's back way. But even then, like Drew's only been gone for a couple weeks. And like, yeah, he's back, but like, I know he's not winning. The moment Brock lost, I knew there was no point in getting excited because I knew how it was ending.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking hate Ronda Rousey. I do. I really do. And don't get me wrong. But at the very least, I didn't exactly expect Ronda to be on the list of people that were coming back.
Right. But
this is not the point of the question.
Yeah,
the point of the question... Sorry, I got caught on a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to. But no, I think Rob Van Dam would have been really cool. I think X-Pac would have been cool. I think Kevin Nash would have been cool.
You have to pick
as
one.
far as legends are concerned. Oh, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Rob Van Dam's a good one. I'll probably say
we could
X-Pac.
have had a frog splash off from him and Montez.
Yeah. X-Pac definitely would have been really cool, especially since they had him on the bump very recently. Made a big deal. about him coming
when
back.
Kane was on Talking Smack, I thought that he was going to be there tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Well,
yeah.
Well, that's all the questions we have.
I think they were kind of hoping that Bad Bunny would have been like a big enough surprise. But like what I was thinking was like, I thought that they shouldn't have even announced as many men as they did, because like, even if like some of the surprise entrants were like surprise entrants that were on the car, like on the roster as it were, it still would have been cool to be like, oh well, he wasn't announced, so.
I think announcing that many wrestlers only works if your surprises are big surprises. Like Bad Bunny is a big surprise. Drew is not a big surprise. He works, but if you have less entrants announced, Brock works as a surprise entrant.
Drew would have worked. I think like Drew would have worked if Drew had beef with Bobby or Roman.
Right.
But he doesn't, so.
For the other surprise entrants,
I think also, and maybe this is like not a good criticism. I don't know. You can decide. I think having the winner of the Rumble be a player in a big storyline with the title holder doesn't work. Like, and what I mean is like, the moment you put Brock in that Rumble, I knew who was winning. Mm-hmm. And putting him in at 30 doesn't really help, because it's like, okay, especially because the match ended so quickly after that. Mm-hmm. It's like, whatever. Putting in, like, in my eyes, the Rumble should be very similar to Money in the Bank, where it's like, this guy has an opportunity.
Yeah. That
he didn't have before.
Right.
Brock always had the opportunity. Brock's always had the opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean, this isn't new. It's always been like this. Where like the main eventers win the Rumble. But that's why 2018 is my favorite Rumble, because Shinsuke Nakamura wins. It's a big deal. It's when AJ Styles was WWE champion. I mean, it was a good. I mean, the match itself wasn't that good. Like AJ versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania, that wasn't good. But the Rumble itself was fantastic. One of my favorite of all time. I was talking about this earlier to you before the podcast, but like it's so bizarre how they see people just automatically as mid-carders or main eventers. You can turn anybody into a main eventer. I mean, we complain about them not seeing Finn as a main eventer, but you can literally make anyone you want a main eventer by booking them well. Like, take this might not be a good example for you, but take Darby Allin. Scrawny little kid, wears face paint. He's a fucking main eventer. Jungle Boy, main evented with Kenny Omega. Like, with the proper booking, you could turn anyone into a main eventer. Have them face the legends. They don't have to beat the legends, but they can also beat the legends. Like, Charlotte could have beaten Ronda and won the Royal Rumble. That's one of the 4 horsewomen winning, but you could have had in the men's Rumble, I don't know. Like Edge winning last year was fine. Didn't love it. But it still resulted in Daniel Bryan going to WrestleMania having that triple threat. Big deal.
I think, honestly, in my opinion, and I was saying this earlier, I know, and this is something that's fundamentally wrong with the WWE, in my opinion, but I know that the WWE loves meaty men slapping meat. Mm-hmm. And I know that Bobby versus Brock is like where they want to be. Mm-hmm. And even Brock versus Roman is where they want to be. But when that title ends up in Brock's hands, like it's probably going to, they've pigeonholed themselves. Because there's nobody that I can think of that is like there's not enough people that are of the caliber that Brock and Bobby and Roman right now that can beat them.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the fuck they're like, if Seth couldn't beat Roman, I don't know who the fuck is going to besides Brock.
Well,
and once Brock gets the title, I don't know who's beating Brock.
well, to be fair, with Seth and Roman broke the rules.
True, I guess it's fair. I think at the end of the day, they've pigeonholed themselves, and it makes it not fun to watch because it's like, well, yeah, nobody, like, why the fuck do I care about these mid-carders if I know nobody's ever accelerating past this point? I mean, even watching the mid-card titles at this point, like Shinsuke and Damien, why? I don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
I want to care. I do. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that might be why Raw is the brand to watch now, because Bobby's the champion. There's a main event scene that could be filled with anyone. I mean, here, I'm going to list off some people who can be main eventers because they're good at what they do and they have a presence. And here's the thing, WWE Creative. And I guess it's not WWE Creative, it's more Vince, because he picks the scripts or whatever. You have the power to write somebody in as a main eventer. You have the power to build up somebody. Anybody. But here are some people who can be main eventers if they are just written to be main eventers. Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, Chad Gable, Rick Boogs. I'm trying to think of names, but I'm blanking. Big E. I mean, he was already he had the title, but AJ Styles. I know Randy's kind of a legend.
But Randy's being shuffled into the tag scene like it's like he's nothing at this point. He's lost his shine.
Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Shelton fucking Benjamin, Paul Cruz. And I know what matters in wrestling isn't whether somebody is good at wrestling. It's not about if somebody can perform really well. As we know, that doesn't always matter. You could be a great technician in the ring. That doesn't mean shit. What matters is how much merch you sell and how over you are. Clearly, WWE is fucking blind with that because they released Bray fucking Wyatt. A man who is very much over and was the biggest merch seller in the entire fucking company.
He still sells merch because they still keep releasing merch.
Yeah. And you know who else? Braun Strowman. Man was having the career, or the peak of his career in his time in WWE as of late. And they released him.
You know what sucks?
What's that?
The Rumble is like my favorite pay-per-view of the year, and it's sort of like that little icing on the cake where it's like, the holidays are the new year, I'm back to work, I'm doing shit that I hate. But at least I got the Rumble to kind of just cap everything off. Fucking sucked. Hope this isn't like an omen.
Yeah. But I mean, there's the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber's fun.
Yeah, sure.
Elimination Chamber last year was a lot of fun. That was really great. Remember that?
No.
When it was for the opportunity of the Universal title, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Kevin Owens. I think Sami Zayn might have been in it. Killer match, and then immediately after, Roman Reigns comes out while Daniel Bryan's fucking crawling out of the cage and just smashes him right there. That was so damn good. And led to WrestleMania when Daniel Bryan faced Roman and Edge. Like, that was killer.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan is the perfect example of somebody who's not, like, typically main event just by looking at him. But they could build him that way. You can build anyone however way you want.
Yeah.
Just, like, if somebody's not good on the mic, train them. Like, take Isaiah Cassidy, for example. You look at Isaiah Cassidy a year ago, he's, like, afraid to get on the mic. Now, yesterday on Rampage or on Dynamite or whatever, super comfortable. Had an insane match against Jurassic Express yesterday. Anyway,
Yep.
I'm going for too long about this.
It is 2:00.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to close out the show?
Yeah, sure. If you joined us tonight, thank you so much. And if you didn't join us tonight, well, I hope you also didn't watch the fucking shit. Please join us again on Tuesday. For once, we're not doing a Monday show. Please join us again on Tuesday for our 2K20 stream. It's one of our last ones. It's coming close to the wire. And by that, I mean in April, it's not going to be doing, we're not going to do, in April, we're changing it up. That's not the point. I don't really want to talk about it right now.
After WrestleMania.
After WrestleMania. Ooh, can we call our WrestleMania stream our WrestleMania stream?
Sure.
Thanks. So yeah, join us on Tuesday, because we aren't going to be back until Tuesday. We'll be playing WWE 2K20. It's going to be fun. My brand's always the best. I'm going to eventually somehow manage to shoehorn myself into a brand new Bullet Club. And then we'll be talking about Dynamite on Wednesday, and we'll be talking about Impact on Thursday, and then it keeps going. It never ends. We're always fucking streaming. It's constant. So please join us. It'll be fun.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Follow and subscribe. Our YouTube, Twitch, and Spotify and Twitter are all the Pinfall Podcast. Search Pinfall Podcast. I'm at the Mark Cameron. Liz is at Eliza Elaine23, and we'll see you all on Tuesday for WWE 2K20. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you all on Tuesday.